I am Jasmine Cacho. Here are the latest stories. On the first day of the full implementation of enhanced number coding in the metro, at least 516 motorists received traffic violation tickets across Metro Manila yesterday. Of this number, 146 were flagged by the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority or MMDA through its no contact apprehension policy. Meanwhile, the MMDA is switching to an adaptive response traffic signal system, which relies on closed-circuit television cameras to capture violations. Furthermore, the number coding scheme was implemented ahead of the expected resumption of in-person classes. The scheme will be enforced on weekdays from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. and from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Moving on, Department of Migrant Workers will roll out names of blacklisted foreign employers and recruiters to protect OFWs. Natalie Danganan will fill us in with the full details.
To further protect OFWs, particularly domestic workers, the Department of Migrant Workers or DMW will implement a number of initiatives. Migrant Workers Secretary Susan Toots Ople added that the department will take into account the objectives set by the United Nations Global Compact on safe, orderly, and regular migration in negotiating bilateral labor agreements with other countries. The DMW will launch a number of initiatives over the next few weeks, one of which is the publication of the names of foreign employers and recruitment firms that are blacklisted or have a history of mistreating OFWs. The DMW also intends to create a whitelist of employment firms that have adhered consistently and strictly to ethical and equitable hiring criteria and guidelines. Based on deployment rates and their ability to track and address welfare concerns, the DMW will also evaluate the performance of licensed recruitment companies and their international counterparts. The list of the initiatives DMW is planning to implement to protect OFWs are the following: performance review and assessment of licensed recruitment agencies and other foreign counterparts based on deployment numbers and the capacity to monitor and act on welfare cases. Strict department guidelines to ensure that only qualified and fully trained domestic workers are deployed abroad. Mandatory viewing by all new employers of a video on OFW rights and welfare before any employment contracts are signed. Creation of a whitelist of recruitment agencies and foreign recruitment agencies that have shown consistent and strict adhere to fair and ethical recruitment standards and principles to guide OFWs and foreign employers. Meanwhile, Ople added that one of the challenges in safeguarding OFWs is the trafficking of migrant workers as they are being deployed to different countries. She said OFWs in some countries such as the United Arab Emirates are illegally recruited by Filipinos and other foreign agents to work in third countries such as Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, and even countries in Europe, namely Poland, Hungary, and Romania. For Golden Nation Network, this is Natalie Danganan.
The Bureau of Customs or BOC on Thursday reported the confiscation of smuggled carrots declared as chocolates at the Manila North Harbor Port. JZ Ogaire has a full story.
The Manila North Harbor Port revealed that smuggled carrots that were sold as chocolates has been seized. After learning of the arrival of the contraband from the Bureau of Plant and Industry, lawyer Jesus Balmores, officer in charge of the North Harbor Port, suggested that the shipment be examined. Numerous government authorities conducted an operation at the port, which is a part of the Manila International Container Port or MICP, and found the smuggled carrots. The MICP stated that the BPI is currently conducting an inventory to ascertain the total value of the consignment that originated in China. The shipment's consignee was not disclosed. It will be subject to seizure and disposal procedures for violation of Republic Act No. 10845, also known as the Anti-Agricultural Smuggling Act of 2016. Sections 117 or regulated importation and exportation, 1401 or unlawful importation and exportation, and 1113 or property subject to seizure and forfeiture of the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act or CMTA. Romeo Allen Rosales, the district collector, stated that the MICP will take additional steps to strengthen its border protection programs against the arrival of agricultural items that had been smuggled. Along with the Bureau of Customs, the operation was coordinated with the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Subtask Group on Economic Intelligence and the BPI Plant Quarantine Service. For Golden Nation Network, this is JC Ogaire.
We are your voice for change. We will keep on bringing updates and the latest stories. I am Jasmine Cacho. Watch these stories at News Force.
Here are today's headlines. Magnitude 4 quake struck Davao Occidental and Ilocos Sur. NCR COVID-19 positivity rate on downward trend. Department of Social Welfare and Development to grant indigent students education cash aid. President Marcos Jr. meets with U.S. congressional delegation. American farmers kill own crops, sell cows due to extreme drought. Kai Soto returns in Manila to join Gilas Pilipinas training. Fair and balanced news. Comprehensive reports that will take you to the heart of the action. This is News Force.